Obviously, attractive females aren't doing their duty. That's part of why I look tore up in my videos. My other beanie has a lot of dirt on it. Anyway, so real briefly, I'm running out of time on my phone. My great-grandfather was the king. He, not the West, not women, not gays, okay, not Asians, nobody else, not African Americans. He raised his son-in-law who married his daughter, okay? And in the womb, because the son-in-law is short stature, has to do with why the West breeds the way they do, why they're gay. It has to do with Crete and Africans' genes kind of dominant, right? You know, whites are called recessive by racist blacks because their genes are recessive. So the female's carrying this kind of patriarchal line and the whites are mixing together, but it doesn't ever mix in a way that you get Shaka. In other words, a white, obviously Shaka Zulu is not Pharaoh. A white person, okay, mixing with a black female doesn't give you the Pharaoh, okay? Impossible. Impossible. Impossible, okay? And God made it this way on purpose, and we know also by what their people have done that God was wise to do it that way. Why should somebody from the patriarchal line of the pirate people then take over the pharaonic responsibilities and connection to God? Impossible. What they've done is evil. It is deeply disgraceful for them to be the ones to pretend that they're closest to God. That is evil. It is impossible. Impossible. Okay? What is possible and is miraculous, if you ask me, is the great-grandfather has a daughter whose son-in-law is raised by this guy. He's a short Asian-looking guy. To some degree, his genes are also recessive. Okay, to some degree, relative to this panther, this leopard great-grandfather of mine. Okay? So he's my grandfather. He marries his daughter. And the two, you get my dad. My dad, at first, when he's younger, he's thinner. He comes to America, he takes on a Western diet to some degree, and he's still eating African food, and he gets bigger. Okay? And then what happens? Okay? He's surgical. There's that great-grandfather expressing him through the